touch on tonight. But reality shows about some folks' so-called lives. A pretty girl cries 'cause she don't get a rose, but she'll find love next year on her own show. And they call that real. Real is the hand you hold 57 years. Real is a band of gold trembling with fear. It's the first long tear down an old man's face, watching his angels slipping away. His heart's so broke, it's never gonna heal. I call that real. Where I live, housewives don't act like that. And the survivors are farmers in John Deere hats. Our amazing race is beating the check, praying that the bank ain't ran it through yet. Real, like too much rain falling from the sky. Real, like the drought that came around here last July. It's the damn boll weevils and the market and the weeds, the prayer they pray when they plant the seeds, and the chance they take to bring us our next meal. I call that real. Real, like a job you lose 'cause it moves to Mexico. Like a mama and a baby with no safe place to go. Like a little dream house with a big old foreclosed sign. Like a flag draped coffin and a 21 gun goodbye. I call that real. Man, I call that real. Oh, I call that real.
Moon coming through the pines, cranking up a country song. Heaven right by your side, and a Saturday night barely hanging on. Sun shining through the stained glass, humming just as I am, praying that feeling would last. That feeling that saves you, makes you wanna raise your hands. That's the way it was, that's the way it is when you're growing up in the mud and the blood the way we did. It got me where I am and where I'm gonna go. We learned all about believing in everything we were ever gonna need to know. Somewhere between the back roads and the back road. I had my first taste of beer, my first taste of a broken heart. There were good times, there were tears, but every red dirt memory left a mark, like the words written there in red, like the streets that are made of gold, where we always bowed our heads, where Mama saved our seats and Jesus saved our souls. That's the way it was. That's the way it is when you're growing up in the mud and the blood the way we did. It got me where I am and where I'm gonna go. We learned all about believing in everything we were ever gonna need to know. Somewhere between the back roads and the back roads. It got me where I am and where I'm gonna go. We learned all about believing in everything we were ever gonna need to know. Somewhere between the back roads and the back roads. And somewhere between the back roads and the back roads. Yeah, somewhere out there between the back roads and the back roads.
You see a high rise covering up your southern sky. Oh, close your eyes and take a ride with me. Tear down the steel beams, break up all of that concrete. No, you won't have to look too deep. There's dirt, there's rock, holding up everything we build on top. There's seeds, there's roots, paving its way to a brand new crop. Oh, maybe this ain't how it used to be, but it's all country underneath. You hear a rock song, but I think you got it all wrong. Unplug that amp, turn off those loud guitars, strip down the cool